What's up, everybody? This is JJ here, JJ Moore on YouTube. We're gonna do a gun review on the Arp9 by G&G. As you can see, I got the orange tip on here, just so everybody thinks I'm being safe. The orange tip on these, they do come with Loctite, so right away, if you want to take it off for a tracer or a amp or whatever you want to put on here, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to get it off. As you can see, this one's scratched up, but always keep it in case you're going to transport it to the place where you're playing, because you don't want the police to think this gun is a real gun. It does look real despite all the colored parts on it, so just make sure you're being safe when you transport it. This gun here is a good right out the box gun. I would say 1 out of 10. I would probably give it a 8 out the box as far as not needing upgraded. The first thing you probably want to do is get rid of the NiCad battery that comes with it and put a LiPo battery in it. Stock off. Another thing they've done here is they don't give you much room inside of this stock for a battery, so they do sell a little adapter that goes here to kind of cover up your wires. But so what we do, show you what lots of people do here. We'll slide the stock over and just kind of tuck the wires up inside, just to kind of keep them from hanging or getting torn or whatever. Just kind of tuck them up in there where you want them, but you still got to be careful not to pinch the wires whenever you're playing. If you forget about it and you slam the stock shut, you could tear the Mosfet or the wire and harness or whatever. But another thing too, they do come with Mosfet to keep down the spark on the trigger. This trigger switch on the older guns, as you know, they'll get what's called carbon spark. It's from not having a Mosfet, from pulling the trigger so much, it'll actually kind of weld itself together and then the trigger will start acting up. Anyway, so it's got 2 modes. Actually, it's got 3 modes. You got semi, you got full, and if you go back to semi, hold it for, I think it's like 10 seconds. You can actually watch the Mosfet. It'll blink whenever it's ready. I'll show you this. Take a second. Alright, the Mosfet blinked. Now it'll be in full auto. Now it'll be in 3-shot burst. So to go back, just put it on semi. Hold the trigger down until the Mosfet lights up red. Now it'll be back in full auto. Switch it to full. And that's how you change your modes. This gun's been used for probably about, I don't know, 3 weeks, you think?
Yeah.
3 weeks. So it's been broken in. The only upgrades this gun has, other than right out of the box, is just a trigger spring, just a lighter trigger spring. They come with a, I may have one right here somewhere to show you. They come with a super tight trigger spring. You can barely see it has no flex to it. What we've been doing is getting an old magazine and stealing the, let me see if I can get one out of here. There's one right there. Stealing the spring for the winder on a magazine. It's a way lighter spring, and replacing it. It's kind of a hard job to do. It's not anything you want to try if you've never broken down a gearbox, but you have to totally break the gun down to do it. The hop-up adjustment, super easy. Pull the gas door, get right to it. There's nothing to it. Taking the upper part off, super duper easy. Take the pin, push the pin out, kind of keep pressure back on the upper. Makes the pin a little bit easier to come out. I'm gonna slide it off here, get right to it. Then you can get to your inner barrel. Make sure you don't lose the spring here. You can see the gas door here. Not much to it. So like I said, this is straight out of the box. Let's see here if I can fight this back in here. You gotta get it past this little metal shield that they put to block the gas door. Once you get that fitted in there, I'm gonna slide this back. A lot of people think this does something. This is just cosmetic. It would be a mag release on a real gun for like a quick mag release. You just, but on these guns, they're just for looks. Put some put a clip in it. Try to get right here behind me. Go around. There you go. See how good it is. Can you see? That's semi. Here be full. Pretty insane right out of the box. When breaking these down, I did find out that this particular Arp9 comes with a 24,000 RPM electric motor. And I have another G&G combat machine gun, which only comes with a, I think it was a 16,000 or an 18,000 RPM motor. So the rate of fire on these are phenomenal. If you throw a LiPo battery in there, we got an 11.1 in this one. It will decrease the life of the motor and the gears, but you'll get a heck of a lot of speed out of it, and you'll love it. And let me think what else on this gun. Is there anything else you can think about on this gun that you would like to tell everybody about? Accurate as crap, actually, for a short barrel gun. They're super accurate, believe it or not. Right out of the box, it chronoed at about, what do you say, about 340, 350?
Yeah.
Right out the box, so you ain't got to worry about a whole bunch of upgrades on it. Our field speed limit is like, it's under 400. I know it's an indoor arena, so that's perfect for it. I mean, you get too crazy and it's gonna start, balls are gonna start going everywhere and breaking in your gun. But yeah, for the price, G&G Arp9, straight up stock, rips. Anyways, so that's my review. Out of 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give it a, I say like earlier, I'll give it a 7 or 8. Only because there's a few things they could have changed on it. This right here is kind of janky. I know you can buy a compensator or whatever you want to call it to cover up the wiring, but it seems like they would have given you a little bit more room in the stock. And the trigger, that spring I put in there, I don't know why they wouldn't do that out of the box, but it's so hard to pull the trigger. It's like fighting you the whole time. Other than that, the gun right out of the box is awesome. And we have had some feeding issues with the magazines. I'm not too sure what it is yet. We haven't had it long enough to figure it out, but I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be something to do with the mag itself. Maybe being so long and having to come back up. I'm gonna try to figure it out, and we'll do another video on that. But this is the G&G Arp9. Thank you for watching. I'm JJ Moore. This is cameraman Luke. Turn it around. Show yourself. Ha. Thanks for watching, y'all. Subscribe, like.